Imagine you've just returned from a grand adventure overseas, your suitcase still dusted with the sands of distant lands, and pockets jingling with coins from markets and cafes you wandered through. Now back home, as you unpack, you find these coins and bills, reminders of travels and transactions in foreign locales. The question then arises, almost as a whimsical thought at first. Can you legally spend this foreign currency here in the USA? Let's explore this intriguing question and uncover not just the legality, but the practicality of using foreign currency in the United States. This journey will take us through legal frameworks, economic principles, and even the daily realities of trade and commerce that define the use of money in America. First and foremost, it is crucial to understand that the official currency of the United States is the US dollar, USD. This is established by federal law, which designates the dollar as the sole unit of currency in the US. However, this legal standing does not explicitly prohibit the acceptance of foreign currencies within the country. Legally speaking, there is no law that forbids a business or individual from accepting a foreign currency in a transaction. The decision to accept any currency, at its core, is based on the mutual agreement between buyer and seller. This openness might seem straightforward, but it introduces a host of complexities and practical considerations. While U.S. law allows for the acceptance of foreign currency, the reality of its use in everyday transactions is another story. Most businesses and individuals prefer dealing in USD due to its stability and universality in the U.S. economy. The use of USD eliminates the risks and complications associated with exchange rates and the convertibility of currencies. For most vendors, especially those who operate on thin margins or who cannot easily access currency exchange facilities, accepting foreign currency is impractical and undesirable. However, there are exceptions, especially in tourist-heavy areas or large cosmopolitan cities where international visitors are common. In these places, some businesses, particularly large retailers, hotels, and tourist attractions, might accept popular and stable currencies such as the euro or British pound. These businesses often have the infrastructure to handle foreign currency transactions, including up-to-date technology, to calculate exchange rates, and enough volume of trade to justify the complexities of dealing with multiple currencies. To understand why a business might choose to accept foreign currency, consider the tourism sector. In a city like New York or Las Vegas, where international tourists flock by the millions, making transactions as convenient as possible for visitors can directly affect a business's bottom line. By accepting a foreign currency, a business can increase its appeal to tourists who might not have exchanged their money yet or prefer to spend the cash they have on hand. However, accepting foreign currency comes with inherent risk. Currency exchange rates fluctuate due to a variety of economic factors. A business accepting foreign currencies takes on the risk of these fluctuations, which can sometimes be volatile. There's also the matter of counterfeit currency. It's generally harder for local businesses to verify the authenticity of foreign banknotes compared to domestic ones. Moreover, for everyday individuals, spending foreign currency in the US can be more trouble than it's worth due to the poor exchange rates they might encounter in non-specialized settings. For instance, if a small cafe accepts euros, it may offer a rate that is far less favorable than one would find at a bank or currency exchange service. This makes spending foreign currency in the US not just a question of legality, but of economic sensibility. Given these complexities, it's interesting to note how foreign currency is treated legally outside of direct purchases. For example, banks, federal agencies, and currency exchanges deal with foreign currencies under strict regulations and guidelines issued by the U.S. Treasury and other relevant authorities. These entities play a crucial role in the broader financial system, where foreign currencies must be exchanged, reported, and managed according to international and domestic financial laws. In a broader economic sense, the acceptability of foreign currency in a country is tied deeply to its economic stability and policies. Countries experiencing hyperinflation or economic instability often see their citizens resort to using more stable foreign currencies for daily transactions, unofficially dollarizing their economies. While this isn't the case in the stable economic environment of the US, it's a fascinating glimpse into how currency operates on a global scale. For those curious souls with a pocket full of foreign currency in the US, it's wise to consider exchanging this money at a bank or currency exchange, where you can receive USD at a fair rate. Holding on to a few foreign bills or coins as souvenirs or for future travels might be more practical than attempting to use them in daily transactions. In conclusion, while you can legally spend foreign currency in the US if a seller agrees to accept it, the practicalities of such transactions are governed by a mix of economic factors, business preferences, and market dynamics. The story of foreign currency usage in the US weaves through legal allowances, economic theory, and the everyday realities of commerce, reflecting the complex and interconnected nature of global finance. Whether you find yourself holding yen, euros, or pesos, knowing the legal landscape and economic context can empower you to make informed decisions about the best way to handle your foreign money in the US. Thus, the next time you unpack from a journey and ponder over your leftover foreign currency, you'll not only think about where it's been, but also understand the full spectrum of possibilities for what you can legally and practically do with it here at home.